This is the Shimano Curado 70. Welcome to Fishing Unboxed. Today we're going to be reviewing this bad boy. Let's get right into it. So first of all, the price. I picked this thing up at Bass Pro Shops for $170 on sale. It's normally $199, so a $200 reel basically, and I don't think you can find a better value anywhere else. I picked up this rod for $152 at Bass Pro Shops. It's a Buco Senior. But that's not what we're going to be talking about today. Today we're talking about this bad boy right here, the Shimano Curado 70. I got this in an 8 to 2 to 1 gear ratio, mainly because of what I'm going to be using it for. I'm going to be using this thing for flipping and pitching grass, which is also why I got the heavy action fast tapper, because I want to be able to pull fish out of grass. And I want to be able to get the lure in and out of water really quick and bring it back in. Get it in, get it out, put it in front of the fish's face. I asked the guy at Bass Pro Shops, I said, what do you think the best reel for flipping is? And he was like a really experienced guy, had a lot of like customers come through there, a lot of reviews about reels, and he said that this was probably the best one for flipping and pitching. So I got it, and I would have to say he was right. This thing, I love it. The 8 to 1 gear ratio, it can get in almost 3 feet of line per crank, 32 inches I think exactly of line per crank, which is a lot. This thing has helped me cover a lot of water really fast. So the reel weight on this is 6.5 ounces, which isn't too shabby for a $200 reel. You know, obviously if you go up in price to $400, you're gonna be able to get a lot lighter reel just because of the materials that it's made out of. But this thing, it's beautiful, it's well put together. All Shimanos have a great track record of holding up and being reliable and well made. I mean, it's an ounce or two lighter than the top end reels. But I mean, obviously for the price, you know, it's a trade-off. It's a trade-off. Another drawback of this is that it only has it has 5+1 stainless steel bearings, which, you know, I really don't know what the bearings do. To be honest, it makes it go smoother, but I mean, this thing is smooth. It is smooth. You're not gonna be, you know, it's not gonna be real clunky. One of the things that held me back personally from buying Shimanos in the past was that they didn't have very many bearings. But I haven't noticed any difference. A good example comparative to this rod is the Abu Garcia STX, Revo STX. And it's $200 as well. And it's 7.3 ounces, which is heavier than this, but it does have 10 bearings. So, you know, if that really bothers you, don't get this, I guess. I mean, I would still recommend it, but if it really does bug you, that's a drawback of this reel. One more kind of drawback, kind of not, doesn't bother me, is that this thing can only hold 105 yards of line. It can hold 105 yards of 10-pound monofluoro, or 105 yards of 30-pound braid. Obviously mine's gonna be carrying a little less than that, just because I think I have like 15-pound test on this. 15-pound mono, so mine's not gonna have very much line on there. Doesn't really make a difference, just something to be aware of. If you're casting out with, you know, a spinner bait or something out into the open water, this is not the right reel for you. This is more for flipping and pitching. It feels great to just, you know, kind of just do the motion with it. And like I was saying, it is made for just getting it in the water, getting it back out, putting it right back in front of the fish's face, flipping and pitching, not, you know, going to the edge of the pier and just yeeting it off for the whole day. That's just not what this is made for, and that's why it doesn't hold a ton of line. So now let's get into a few things on the reel and inside the reel that make it special. Okay guys, so alright, let's crack the sucker open. The way you open it is you flip this little switch under there. One kind of weird thing is that this entire piece comes off right here. Oh great, but this comes off. Okay, yeah, anyway, this entire piece comes off. So better be careful when you ever you're adjusting the interior settings in this, that this thing doesn't fall into the grass, fall away. I kind of wish it just like slid in place like this, kind of slid like that, but it doesn't. So you know, nothing big, but little problem, I think, in my opinion. So right here we have the brakes. They are centrifugal, and what that means is that they are pins. And so whenever the pin is up in place, you hear it click, it's up in place, that means that the brake is off. Okay guys, don't get that confused. That's how I got my first backlash with this. I was confused and I thought that if they were up, the brakes were on, but actually if they are up, the brakes are off. Remember that. Pop it back. I still have most of the brakes on. I have 3 out of 4 brakes on. I would start with that too if you're getting this reel. Like I said, these are different. If you had a dial brake, it's just a change, you know. It doesn't take very long to get used to. And there are still some reels. This is my second reel that I've got that has had the pin brakes, and I've liked both of them. I haven't really had a big deal. The only thing is, it is a little bit more of a hassle to change it, because obviously the other ones are on the outside, so you can just click it, and this one you have to open it up, push them in, close it back up. But you know, most of the time I don't have to do it unless it's like a really windy day. So the next exterior thing is this little knob right there, and that black knob. So to be dead honest with you, I have no idea what it does. I haven't even adjusted it from the stock settings, and it's on a 3. So I don't know what it is. If you find out what it is, leave a comment down below. But all the rest of the stuff is pretty basic. Spool tension right there, and then drag. I have my drag up high. Drag. And then your reel handle. Nothing special right there. I've only fished with it for a couple weeks, but I have loved it, and I would definitely recommend it. If you guys want me to give an update on this rod and reel combo, I can, so leave a comment down below. If you want to find out how it's doing, I can for sure give an update on it. Mainly been doing flipping with it, but I've casted it fine, and no problems with that. I got this reel cover for it too, just to protect it, because you know, rods and reels are a big investment these days. I'm sure that's probably why you're watching this video, interested in learning about some new rods and reels. And if you are interested in learning about new rods and reels, make sure to subscribe to this channel. This is our first video, but we're going to be coming out with videos, reviews on rods and reels that we think are interesting and that we think our viewers would like. So if you have a comment, leave a comment about another rod and reel that you would like to see us review, and we can do it. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Josh. I'm one of 3 people who will be on this channel. Me, Jackson, and Bryson. Jackson and Bryson are the other 2. They are not here today. But this is the first ever episode, so make sure to leave a like to support our channel. We would really appreciate it. Obviously, kind of a bad time to be starting a YouTube channel with all the stuff going on with YouTube, but you know, fishing is our passion, so make sure to drop a like and sub if you want to learn more about some great rods and reels, and we will see you guys hopefully soon on the second ever episode of Fishing Unboxed. Leave comments down below and we might make a video about your suggestion. See you later.